Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. It's been a while. I've been away for a while. I've been very busy publishing lots of books, but now I have decided to come share everything I know I've been doing with you guys so that you can also replicate the same thing. I promise in this tutorial you're going to learn every step in the entire publishing process from A to Z in detail. You don't need to buy any Amazon KDP course from anyone, since I'm going to spill everything here for free. And I'm certain some Amazon KDP course sellers will definitely not like me for doing this. Be rest assured you will learn how to publish the right way to make lots of money, and you do not need to have any previous publishing experience to achieve your publishing goals. You don't need to have any writing skills. You won't need to have any design skills. You won't need to have any technical skills. You don't need any online experience or previous writing experience. You don't have to be a professional writer, or you don't even, because you won't be writing this book. The process I'm going to show you will entail that you won't be the one to write this. So you don't have to be a professional designer, because what you're going to learn here too will be how to get other people to do this stuff. Besides, I'm going to reemphasize this again, you don't need to buy any Amazon KDP course from anyone, since what you will be learning from here will be more than sufficient for you to, act upon it and have your first get your book published and become a self-published author on Amazon. The only thing you will need right now is to stay committed to learning and growing every day by following the pathways that will be shared in this tutorial for you to succeed in your publishing enterprise. And you must have an objective. The entire objective for this tutorial will be to have happy customers, and we can achieve this goal by creating books that solve problems. I'm going to show you, we're going to create books on the inside that solves people's problem, and on the outside, the book will look so professional, and people will actually think that the book was published by a publishing house and not self-published. In this business model, the people who provide the most value and solve customers' problem the most are the ones who will make the most money in the long run. Be rest assured that you will learn all you need to know to become a successful published author. And once you apply the things you'll be learning from this life-changing course, definitely you will be glad that you took advantage of this. Also, in order to start your Amazon KDP business, you will need to create your Amazon Kindle direct publishing account, but we are going to skip that step for now. It's going to be the last step after you must have learned everything you need to do and you're ready. In fact, you've already gotten your book ready, and once it is time for us to publish the book, then we will now create your account. Your Amazon publishing account, and so that once you're doing that, you will be publishing your book right away. So without wasting much of your time, this particular tutorial will be the very first part, and that's the part one, which will be keyword research, because before you embark on publishing, you must first of all identify what you want to publish and what you want to write about. So I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to take you into my laptop and show you guys how to first of all carry out your keyword research. When I say keyword, that simply means the title of what we're going to be writing about, because there are different things to write about, but we're going to pick an interest on what we will be writing about. So let's jump into my computer, where I'm going to demonstrate this first very step, which is keyword research. Our keyword research will start from Amazon platform itself. So what you will need to do will be to go to amazon.com, and once you are there, it's going to bring you to the home page here. And the first thing we'll do will be to go to the Amazon search bar here. But before then, we'll go to the drop down, we'll go to book, we'll select books, since we'll be publishing books. The whole essence here is that we want to find out what are people already searching. Once we find out what people are already searching, it is easier to create a book because it is something people are already looking out for. So we're not reinventing the wheel, or we're not just trying to write based on what we thought will sell. No, we're not going to be flying blindly. We are Amazon suggestions. From Amazon, we're going to find out what people are already seeking for, and that is what we are going to be writing about. Before we also proceed on that, I also want to let you know that we are not creating any coloring books, which are known as low content book. We are not creating any low content books. We will be creating high content books, and these books are going to be non-fictional book. They are going to be problem solving books, and they're going to be text based, not color images or it's not going to be journals or planners or any of those low content stuff. No, we'll actually be creating real books here. So the first keyword research strategy is to come over here. Now that we've selected the book options, take for instance, maybe we want to write something about life skills. So if we type in life skills here on the search bar, you can see on the left side, Amazon is already giving us suggestions of what people are searching for. So here you can see there are life skills for teens. It means people are searching for life skills for teens. Under life skills too, people are also searching for life skills for kids. They're also searching for life skills for young adults. So this stuffs here is what we call keywords. So we are just going to choose anyone here, and before writing, we're going to see what the type of book people have already created, because people are already searching for this. These are problems, and people have already created problem solving books for that. So take for instance, if we decide to go with life skills for teenage girls, I'm going to click it. From here we can see books. If I scroll down, you can see there are a lot of books already created. This one says life skills for teenage girls. There's another one, the ultimate teen girls survival guide. This one says life skills for tweens. This is a workbook. We're not dealing with workbook. We're creating non-fictional books. So I'm also going to scroll down so that you can be able to see. There's another one here, essential life skills for girls. So you can see this one added, whoever that created this book added the word essential, but the basic keyword here still remains life skills for girls. Now there's another one here, life skills for teenage girls. So you can see people are actually searching for a book about life skills for teen girls. But again, we have some criteria. Even though maybe we might decide to write about life skills for teen girls, but we also want to model after successful books that are already successful. And not every book here you see that is written about life skills for teen girls are doing great. There's something called book BSR. BSR mean basic. BSR. Each book has a BSR, and it simply means it's just the basic ranking of that book on Amazon. Like this particular book here has a BSR of 22,891. This one also, okay, it's still the same book. This one has no BSR yet. Let me scroll down and show you another one. You can see this one here has a BSR of 9,801. This one has a BSR of 1,531. So basically, we want to look at books that have not more than 100,000 BSR. It simply means these books are selling. But any book that has more than 100,000 BSR, we wouldn't want to touch it. We only want to look at what the ones that have less than 100,000 BSR are doing and model after their success. And one way to actually find out this, because if you go into your Amazon.com, you're not going to see this BSR. There's a tool I'm going to show you guys how to. It's a Chrome extension tool. It's free. Once you download it and download the Chrome extension, each time you log into your Amazon account and maybe you want to do book keyword research, definitely you'll be able to see all these numbers the way it is appearing on my screen. But right now, since you don't have the tool, you won't be able to see it. But I'm going to show you the link where you're going to download this for free so that you can be able to see this while you're doing your keyword research. So next thing we're going to do will be to open some of these books to be able to see the content inside the content so that we can get an idea. Remember, we're not plagiarizing any book, but we can actually get an idea of what they did and also improve on that. So I'm going to first of all open some of these books on a new tab, like this one that says Life Skills for Teen Girls, How to Be Healthy, Avoid Drama. I'm also going to look for another book here about teen girls that have low BSR. I saw one here. Okay, this one says Essential Life Skills for Teen Girls. I want us to see the BSR of this book. It has a 9,800. So I'm also going to open it. I'm just going to open these two books so that we can be able to see what the inside of their books looks like so that we can get an idea. But right now, we already find a keyword that we might want to use. Just like I said, if you type in any stuff here, we'll type in, let me just do a brief summary here again. We typed in life skills and Amazon gave us suggestions of what people are searching for. And another thing I also want you guys to know is this. You can actually stick one niche. What I mean is that if you're writing about life skills, you can decide to write life skills for teenage girls. You can decide to write life skills for kids, life skills for young adults, even life skills for college. So what this simply means is that you are being specific and these books will complement each other. Someone might decide to buy a book for life skills for teens and might also decide to buy a book for life skills for kids, and another one may decide to go for life skills for teenage boys, or one person might decide to buy 4 of your books because they apply to different audience. So it's always good to remain on the same niche. It wouldn't make sense after publishing a book on life skills for teens or teenage girl, then your second book is going to be about how to grow chickens. You can see, there's no correlation between life skills and you going straight to writing a book about how to grow chickens. Customers come to you looking at you, they have this perception that you are an authority and you're going to solve their problem. So when they see you all over the places creating different kinds of books, you kind of lose credibility because it's like one not being focused. But if you concentrate on writing on same niche that applies to different audience, you actually building credibility, and most times people might want to buy your books, different types of the books, because you are actually addressing a problem and they are all kind of similar. So this is something you have to have at the back of your mind. You're going to pick up a niche and stick to that niche and create, and again, always pick up topics or keywords that you can create multiple books on. Like you see the word here, the life skills, you can actually create multiple books from life skills, such as creating books like life skills for teens, life skills for teenage girls, life skills for kids. So you can see this keyword alone can enable you create multiple books that appeals to different audience. So this is something else you need to have in mind. So let's take a look at the inside of the books. I've decided to do a research and see what they've done so that we can be able to get an idea on how we can also be able to create similar type of books. Okay, let me open the first book. This is the first book here, Life Skills for Teenage Girls. So for you to see the content or the interior of this book so that we can have an idea, it must always be on the paperback section. If you try that on Kindle, if you select the Kindle, you're not going to be able to see the inside, but with the paperback you can be able to see the inside of this book. So I'm going to scroll down so that we can be able to. So here you come over here, you see where it says look inside. So we're going to click here And once you do that, you come over here because we want to see the table of contents so that we can be able to have an idea of what's this book, of what they did, so that we can also start having ideas on how we can be able to model after our own table of content based on what they did. So you see their table of content here, their chapter 1, good financial wellness from the start. Then it went about to talk about credit. Is credit really that important? Reading your credit report, creating a budget. Then let me just paraphrase, went straight to chapter 2. Oh, it took me out from there. Let me go back again just one more time. I wanted to see what the second chapter is saying. So on the chapter 2, it talked about what is co-signing, decide how much you can afford, and all that stuff. So with this gives us a basic idea of what our content will be if we decide to go writing a book that centers around teen girls. I mean, life skills for teen girls. Another thing I also want you guys to know here is, the major keyword for us here, or the keyword research we're doing here, is centered on life skills for teenage girls. So whatever thing we do, we must retain this title because this is what Amazon has already told us that this is what people are searching. Then the second one after the semicolon here is called the subtitle. So with the subtitle, we can always have a different subtitle. Our keyword should always be the same because this is what people are searching. But for the subtitle, and you'll be wondering, how am I going to be able to create a subtitle? I'm going to show you that we can decide to use ChatGPT to create our subtitle that will go along with our main keyword, which is life skills for teenage girls. I'm going to demonstrate that and show you how you can do that. But again, let's take a look at the second book we decided to open. This is the second book here, Essential Life Skills for Teen Girls. So you can see this, whoever that created this book added the word essential, but the keyword still remains life skills for teen girls. So this person, decided to be a little bit more creative by adding another word but that still complements life skills for teen girls, which is basically what people are searching for. Then you can also see that this person has a different type of subtitle that comes after, that follows the keyword life skills for teen girls. So we can also decide to see the inside of this book to get an idea of what they did. So click on the inside. We want to check their table of content and see, just to have an idea. Remember, you don't need to go write the same. Keywords can be the same thing, but your subtitle, don't go copying people's subtitle. Be creative, and that is where you can utilize ChatGPT for this. So you can see on the table of content for this particular book, this one at the part 1 is talking about something completely different: around the house, rinse and repeat, cooking, up knowledge, somebody. Let me go to chapter 2 or part 2 of the book, organization 101, this true, better, and worse. So you can see it's completely different from what the content of the other first book is. So if we decide to go with life skills for teenage girls, or life skills for kids, let me say life skills for teenage girls, if we decide to go with this keyword, this is going to be our keyword. Now you might be wondering, how are you going to be able to have your subtitle? So I've already done that here. Your subtitle, this is what I typed earlier on my subtitle. I asked ChatGPT, I need a list of 5 captivating subtitles for a book titled, okay, this is on weight loss. So let me just copy this, since we are going with life skills for teen girls. So let me just copy. I need 5 captivating subtitle idea book title, but I'm not going to copy the weight loss here. I'll just, so that you see, because I still want to retain the keyword life skills for teen girls. But again, now we are trying to find what will be our subtitle. So I need a list of 5 captivating subtitle for a book titled Life Skills for Teens. So if I click the send button, you see ChatGPT is already giving us suggestions. So now I can have a book titled Life Skills for Teen Girls. Then my subtitle could now be Empowering Your Journey, Essential Skills for Confidence and Success, or Navigating Life Challenges, A Guide to Thriving in Your Teenage. So you can just pick up anyone, just have an idea, rephrase, ask ChatGPT questions for suggestions and idea, and you can definitely pick up any one of these and use it to form your subtitle, but while retaining the major keyword, which is life skills for teenage girls, or depending on whatever thing you might have decided to go write a book about. So having said this is how you do your keyword research. It is not cumbersome. It's something very, very easy. Remember, again, you're not the one writing this book. We are only trying to get a keyword, what our research topic is going to be. Then by the time we formulate all this, then I'm still going to show you how you're going to have this book written, because we're going to be outsourcing this part. But this is the only time we're going to be playing a role, because we are going to do the research of what we are going to be writing about. And it is good, even though you're not going to be the one to sit down to write this book from start to finish. But again, you should be able to have an idea of what's your book. You should have an input, and this is the few input you can be making regarding your book, which is the product, the keyword research. You come up with the keyword. We also come up with the content. I've also shown you how you can get content ideas by looking the inside of other books, and you can write down things that captivate you about the book. Another stuff is that you can also read customers' reviews. Like some of these books have customers' reviews. Like this book have 8,110. I'm going to let you know, when you're choosing a book, we wouldn't be choosing books that have these high numbers of reviews anyway. We're going to be going with books that have fewer reviews, because I'm also going to be showing you in subsequent parts during the tutorial, not on this part, on subsequent part, how to get reviews for your book. And if we're going to be going with books that have fewer reviews, why we should be going with books that have fewer reviews? Because our book can be able to compete using the strategy I'm going to demonstrate on how to get your reviews. So, but again, we just want to see what the customers are saying. You can, like this one has 77% 5-star review. So I always want to see, why did this book get a 1-star review? So from here, you can see why this book was given a 1-star review. And the essence of doing this is that so that you can be able to inculcate whatever thing they didn't like or they found missing in the book. You can also make sure your book has it. So like this one says, I purchased this book to give to my granddaughter. I'm glad I read it before I gave it to her. Several things in the book are just completely wrong. The author attempts to give instructions for changing your oil and driving is I don't know, whoever heard of thinking the way say this is not. But again, the whole essence, remember, you can't please everybody. There are people, 77% like the book. This is just 1%, not even up to 1% that didn't like the book. So definitely be rest assured that even when you publish the best book, you're still going to get negative reviews, because people differ, people say things from different perspectives, opinions varies. So this shouldn't. I have books where I have almost all my books still have negative reviews, even though I'm having 80%, positive 5-star. Some people still give me 1-star review. So it's normal, it's expected. So I'm just trying to, build you up so that when you get to that point where you get a negative review, no, that shouldn't discourage you. That's the person's opinion. But again, you should take counselors. I'll be happy that more people are giving your book 5-star reviews. So this one says, but it's for my 14-year-old niece, but did not give it to her. Completely unengaging, no illustration except for goofy black and white cartoons. So things like this gives you an idea of what you can also incorporate into your book to make it better. But remember, there's no way you're going to escape a negative review. People will definitely going to give you negative reviews. So back to the research, this is how you do your research. You can also decide to say, okay, maybe you want to do stuff on weight loss. Just type in weight loss, just like the way we were able to do the first time. You see, Amazon is also giving suggestions here, what people are typing, what people are searching for. So I might decide to go with book weight loss for women over 40. Now you're being specific. I also like doing this a lot. Each time I'm creating books, I try to, create a book for a specific audience instead of being so broad or so general. Like instead of me writing weight loss for women, I would rather create a book, weight loss for women over 40 or weight loss for women over 30. You're being specific. You're targeting a particular audience. So when creating your book, always target a particular audience. So this is one way we can, do a keyword research by using the Amazon search bar. Remember, Amazon is also a search engine, just like Google. So using the Amazon search bar enables you to see what people are already searching for, and it makes things a lot more easier for us. I'm also going to demonstrate you another second way you can do your keyword research, and that will be through Amazon bestsellers. So just like when you come into Amazon.com, under here you see bestsellers. If you click bestsellers here, it's going to bring out everything that is bestsellers on Amazon. So we'll come over to the left side here and go straight to the book section. Click on book, or book category rather. Select books. Now you can see it's showing you bestsellers of so many books. But again, I always advise be specific. Choose a particular niche, then you niche down. So we'll come back to the left here. These are all books on different categories. So I might decide to go, let me scroll down, say something that appeals to me. We might decide to go with, let me say, remember I always said we're creating a non-fiction book that are problem-solving books. So let me go with, let me choose teens, category for teens. Now it's going to open subcategories. So you can see under teens, we have other subcategories. These are all called niches. So I always want people to niche down. You can decide to choose personal health, or let me scroll down again. So you can see more options that are available for you. You can decide to go with social issues or personal health, or let me go with social issues. If you select this option, this is kind of slow. It is also going to most likely give you other subcategories. So it's always good to niche down. I always go the first step, second, this third step is called niching down. So now you see under social issues, you're having being a teen, bullying, disabilities, drug and alcohol abuse. So this actually pick up one. So maybe we might even decide to go with, let me say, self-esteem. So I might decide to write a book on self-esteem. Now you can see these are all bestsellers books on self-esteem. And once I'm on the bestsellers here, I'm also looking at, even though all the books here are all bestsellers, I'm looking for the one that has a fewer review with also good. Look at their sales ranks. These are all beautiful sales rank, 9,000, 8,000. Remember I said we'll be modeling after books that are not more than 100,000 sales rank. So, but these ones are very, very superb. But again, I'm also looking at reviews. So I like to stick to books that are not more than 150 reviews. So like this one has 33 reviews. This is a book you should be giving a thought, because with 33 reviews, with the strategy you're going to learn from this tutorial, you can be able to actually get 33 reviews within the first 1 month your book is being published, and you can comfortably outrank this book. Even without outranking the book, if you get more reviews than this book, definitely your book will sell, because this book have proven to be a bestseller. This topic alone, essential life skills for girls. So this is kind of book definitely one of the publishings, and this is another strategy for you to do your keyword research, because now you're on the bestseller section. You're already seeing what works. So why do you need to reinvent the wheel? All you need to do is to recreate and even improve on something that is already in existence, like something like this book. Look the table of contents and see what they're doing, and I mean, come up with something better content, better chapters, you can also use ChatGPT. Just like I demonstrated here, I can also, if I'm trying to get my chapters of this book, now remember we're writing, okay, let's say life skills for teenage girls. I can also ask ChatGPT because to create me a 10 chapter content for a book. Okay, I can just copy this again, but I'm just going to rephrase it. I'm just giving you guys an idea of what is possible. Remember, again, you're not the one that's going to write this book, but you will be the one that will actually do your research for what you want your book to be. Then the information we'll gather here is what we'll be outsourcing, so that whoever is going to write our book will be using this information to create the book for us. And that is exactly what I am demonstrating here. So again, I can come to ChatGPT and say, I need a list of 10 captivating chapters. I need a list of 10 captivating chapter out. Let me use the word outline. I need 10 captivating outline to write. Okay, let me check this off. I need 10 captivating outline ideas. Outline ideas to write a book. Titled, ChatGPT has made things very, very easy. Remember, we're still going to retain the title, which is also the keyword, which Amazon have already told us this is what people are searching for. Now we use the same title to generate our subtitle for our book. Now we're also going to use the same strategy to generate our chapters for this book. So that's why I did this. I need a list of 10 captivating outline ideas to write a book titled Life Skills for Teenage Girls. And if I hit the enter here again, ChatGPT is also going to do this. So, and this is even much more beautiful because it broke it down into different segments, making this is going to be an interesting read if you decide to implement this strategy. And this works for every book or every keyword you want to write a book about. So you can see it gave us a lot. Introduction, why life skills matters for teenage girls, importance of life. So these are, if you look at the content of the other books, they didn't even come like this. We saw a book that was talking about cooking and home and all the stuff. Yeah, those are part of life skills, but look at this. It started with an introduction, why life skills matters for teenage girls. It went ahead, then went into developing self-confidence and self-esteem, effective communication skills. This is so beautiful. Whatever customer that is looking at these keywords, this title, when they go into your content and see this, definitely they're not leaving the book. They will be paying for it, because by looking at the content alone, even without reading it, you know that this book has a lot of value in it. Time management and organization, financial literacy for teens, healthy relationship and boundaries. And these are the outlines we're going to be using to create a book. So, friends, you can see that this is a no-brainer. This is something people put into a course and sell for thousands of dollars. I learned publishing by paying almost $5,500 and something. That was some 5 years ago. But I'm teaching this now for free. I'm sharing this information for free because honestly, I've been blessed. I started publishing like some few years ago. I have a lot of books and my books are all doing well. I do not need, though I created a course one certain time, but again, I've taken it off and I decided just to share this knowledge with everyone so that you can be able to utilize this, save yourself cost. The money you use in spending thousands to pick up a course, you can spend half of that and create more books and create a digital asset for you. Books are digital asset. And the beautiful thing about this is that you don't even have to be the one to sell. You're not doing any selling. Amazon handles the customer service aspect of it, does the shipping, does the printouts, does everything. The only thing you just need to do is just to create this book and upload into your Amazon's publishing account, and Amazon take it up from there. So this is the second way for you to create, to carry out your keyword research. You can remember we did using the Amazon search bar here, and the second one was using Amazon bestsellers. So I don't want to overwhelm you with too much information. I'm going to be ending this here. This is the first part, which has to do with keyword research. You need to know what you're going to write about. And with this strategy, you've already seen books that are already selling, proven to be selling, and these are books we will be recreating. And using the power of ChatGPT, we can even come out with better outlines, more captivating, and that is when a customer opens the content, even without, why going through inside the content of your book and they see what the content is all about. They're all powerful, they're all very, very captivating, and they don't have any choice than to pick up your book and click the buy button, and you make sales. So remember I told you guys I'm going to show you the Chrome extension that will enable you see the BSR of books, the sales ranks for each of these books. So you need to go to Google and type in Amazon DS Quick View. It's a Chrome extension. This is the first one here. I'm not going to click on it because I've already downloaded it on my laptop. So it's just an extension. You click on it and it will automatically download. And once it does that, okay, this is the one you should be using. DS Amazon Quick View Extended Chrome. So this is the one, the extension. Once you do that, each time you log in, you're doing your keyword research, you'll definitely be seeing, let me go back on the book sections, and let me say life skills again. So life skills for teens. So this is what you'll be seeing, just like the way it is appearing. All these books now have sales rank. It's loading. So you see, this is what DS Quick View does. Once you download the Chrome extension, you should be able to see books that has this sales rank, and this enables you to make informed decision. Remember I said we will be going with books that is not more than 100,000. Like a book like this now, it doesn't mean they're not selling, they're selling, but it's always good to go with books that have lower sales ranks, not more than 100,000, so that it simply means those books are selling, they are profitable, and you can get an idea on those books and come up with something better using the strategy I've shown you on how to do your keyword research, and look at other books that are already thriving, see their inside interiors and see what their content are. Use ChatGPT to come up with a better subtitle, a better outline, and you would have completed the first part of your keyword research, and that will now be taking us to the next part 2, which will be the next stuff is going to be about determining if a book is profitable, because remember we are publishing with the sole objective of making money, and we're not going to fly blind. I'm going to show you how to determine if a book is profitable before we even embark. We'll finish our keyword research. Next thing will be to check for profitability. A lot of people don't say this. If you watch a lot of YouTube videos, those that do 5 minutes, 10 minutes and just paraphrase, that don't show you what exactly you need to do, like what I'm doing here. I'm going to show you how to find out if a keyword is profitable, then before you embark on the next part. So the next video you should be looking out for should be about the profitability of a keyword that we want to create a book on. Having said this much, I want you to take your time, watch this video again, share with your friends. If you found value, I appreciate if you like it, and also if you've not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do. I promise that I'm going to share everything you need to know to become a self-published author, and not just a self-published author, a successful self-published author on Amazon. Remember, again, I'm telling you, you do not need to buy any course. What you're going to learn from here is more than sufficient for you to be successful if you decide to embark on Amazon KDP business journey. And definitely you have no choice, because this is something that is really generating a lot of income. I've done affiliate marketing. I taught affiliate marketing for years. I stopped. I've done social media marketing. I've done agencies. I've done a lot online, but this is the one that I really found much more value, and I feel so fulfilled. Reason being that it is a product, your own creation. This is gonna last, outlive you. Even when you're gone, this will still keep on generating income, and it is a transferable asset to either family members or, I mean, whatever thing you decide to do with it. This generates income on a monthly basis, and it is a lot more easier to do. Once you're able to publish your first book, you can do this again with second book, third book, fourth book. It becomes a lot more easier. Once you're done with the first book, the second book becomes something very easy, because it's the knowledge you already have. So you just recreate the same process again. So thank you for your time. Please rewatch this again and look forward to the next video, tutorial. It will be the part 2, and that is going to be about checking for profitability of a keyword before we even decide to go to other steps. So thank you so much once again. I appreciate if you like this video, and I respond to all kinds of comments. Just keep it positive. Ask your questions. I will definitely respond. I hope to see you on the next tutorial. Thank you for your time once again, and bye for now.